Welcome back to Snark and Spark. My name is Emily, and today I have a haul for you. We'll see how this goes. So obviously I've covered my address with a bunch of things, and I just gotta figure out the order to do it in. So let's do books first. So I have wax, I've got books, I've got planner stuff, and I have stitching stuff. I have a little bit of everything. But let's do books because I feel like I have a good stack of things here. Whoops. That was a tool I just slid off the floor. I'm going to do planner last because after I film this, I'm going to actually work on my planner. Yep, I just pulled my cutter, so we don't want that. Okay, so I have done some book shopping recently, and I have books, which are very exciting. We'll do oldest to newest. So these four are the oldest. I know I've mentioned it, but in case you're new, I am a huge nerd. If you didn't know that, now you do. Let me turn this light on. Perfect. I am a big nerd. Huge, huge, huge. I love Critical Role. Critical Role is an online live show of people who play Dungeons and Dragons. I have finished their first campaign in its entirety, which is Vox Machina. I love them to death, and have started their second campaign, which is The Mighty Nine. If you know, you know. But it's literally just people sitting around. They are a bunch of voice actors, and they play Dungeons and Dragons, and it's a great time. So I finished campaign 1, and then I went on the hunt because they have comic books. So these three are the Critical Role Vox Machina Origins. Volume 1, 2, and 3. So they are supposed to be the origin story of the characters and how they became Vox Machina before they started putting their show, their game on YouTube, on Twitch, and started streaming it. So this is everything before they came on camera, because when they decided to start playing online for people, they were already established. They already had this group. Their characters were already in it. Please excuse my nails. They need to be redone horribly. But they were already in it. They'd already been established, right? So this is just the backstory of everything that happened pre-stream. So we have volume 1. We've got, this is Scanlan Shorthalt. These are the twins, Vax'ildan and Vex'ahlia. This is Keyleth. She is a druid. They are half elves. He is a gnome. This is Grog the Barbarian. And this is Tiberius Stormwind. This is volume 2. Volume 1 is all about, I believe, how they met each other, their very first task of how they met. Volume 2 is all about Grog and what happens with him. He goes missing, and they have to find him. They lose a party member. They gain 2 more. We figure out more about Grog. Volume 2. Volume 3. We get to see even more. So as you'll notice, now we have a new character. This is Percy, and this is Pike. So, and then volume 3 is all about leading up to a festival. If you're not interested in this means nothing to you. It means a lot to me. And then this is The World of Critical Role, the history behind the epic fantasy, written by Liz Marsham and the cast of Critical Role. So we actually have, these are the actual people, and we've got some of their various characters behind them. So this is Matthew Mercer. He is the Dungeon Master. We have Laura Bailey. We have Marisha Ray. We have Sam Riegel, Travis Willingham. We have Liam O'Brien, Taliesin Jaffe, and Ashley Johnson. All incredibly talented, right? Ashley Johnson, several of us will recognize. She played the voice of Ellie from Last of Us, and then in the live action show that they just made, she played Ellie's birth mother in the TV show. So amazing. And we have, like I said, some of their characters. So we have, this is Keyleth, this is Not, this is Jester, this is Ford, Percy, I believe this is Vax, and I think, oh, and this is Yasha. Yes. So this is all about, oh, and this is the song. This was a song that Sam wrote for them, and they've put it on here. That's amazing. But this is just all about how they got started, their story, this group. I'm so excited. My friend has also read this and was like, you need to read this. So we've got like some behind the scenes pictures. This is just, I have not read it yet, but I can't wait to sit down and read this. So that is all my nerdy books. Then I picked this up recently. This is Homebody by Rupi Kaur. I don't know how to say her last name. I just know it's Rupi. I own her other 2 books of poetry. I didn't even know there was another one. Just bought this recently. I'm very excited because, like I said, I own her other work. She's one of my favorite poets. Yes. And then finally, this I actually got from my work. This is actually an ARC. As you can see, it says uncorrected, bound proof, not for resale. This is A Market of Dreams and Destiny by Trip Galley. It does not even come out till way late this year, but I'm very excited. I got this through my work, so I will be reading this. I guess I'll let you guys know how I feel about it. This came from Ingram. So those are all my books. Next, it's right here next to me. Let's go through wax, because this probably will take me the longest, but I've been smelling it, and I guess gotta know. I don't even remember what I ordered. It's been so long. I believe they had another Harry Potter release, and I bought the Harry Potter release. Caden has just gotten into Harry Potter with me. We just read the first book together. This is, I grew up with this. I have some complicated feelings about it. Yes, so this was all of the next Harry Potter collection, which is the 6th book. Half-Blood Prince, I believe, was what this one was. I honestly don't remember, but I believe, yes, it is, because I'm reading some of the things, and I think this was all about the 6th book. Again, Kirsten and Brian, they are awesome. I love supporting their shop. So always have a collection. There's 10 items here. I'm sure there's some freebies in here, but let's just dive right in. I see some big boys. I'm very excited. So they released this just in time. Like Caden and I had just finished, or we're in the process of finishing the first Harry Potter book. I think I am going to watch the movie with him. He's 10. The first Harry Potter book takes place when they're 11. Like, he turns 11 in July. It just felt very fitting. He's been showing more interest in this. We decided to sit down and read it with him. I think my complicated feelings aside, having to do with the author and the comments that the author has made about certain subjects, it's very, very complicated. And I'm sure some of you who feel the same way, understand, we grew up with this, so it's a lot, but we still love the universe. And I wanted him to understand my love of this universe, and we can always talk about those topics and concerns as he continues to get older, which is what I plan to do. So let's just pull everything out. This is a freebie. Ooh, look at this giant snap bar. I knew that's what this is. This is massive. And then we've got, what is this? Oh, okay, cool. These 2, bundt cakes. Look at that. Look at. Okay. Everything is always packaged so well. We've got these, sealed bubble envelopes. They've redone their logo, which I love. For the freebies. So we have another freebie. Ooh, that looks good. We've got a beautiful shape. And then we've got some mixed baggies. Don't worry, of course, we will go through every single one. We will smell every single one. I wouldn't do that to you. Oh, and then we've got more snap bars, but not the same size. So we have then 3 ooh, interesting. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, plus 2 freebies. You know I like to start with my freebies. Let's do this first. Okay, so we've got banana crepes. Is this what I'm smelling something very strongly and I'm not sure what it is because I honestly cannot remember what I ordered, what any of the scents are, so we are finding this out together. Very strong banana. Woo! You must really like banana to want this. Just saying. I am not a huge banana fan. The crepe, like there is like a vanilla cakey smell underneath it that is nice, but this is very strong banana. Okay, then we've got caramel cheesecake. Yum. Fun fact, my husband's favorite dessert is cheesecake. I'm not sure why, but I'm actually getting a coffee smell. I'm getting very much like a roasted coffee bean smell. I don't hate it though. Like I'm okay with that. I will take this to work and everyone will love it. So then let's just kind of go through left to right because I think that's the best way for me to do this and go about this. So we've got this block, these blocks of yellow and green. This is Slug Club and it is pretzel, apple butterscotch cake, and butter brickle. Now I have had some of their apple butterscotch cake scented items in the past. Huge favorite, also a huge favorite at my work to the point where I have ordered more to take it to work because my coworkers are also huge fans of anything with the apple butterscotch cake scent in it. They will flock to my work area because I tell this every time, I've got a little mini melter that is USB powered and it plugs into my computer. It's amazing. That's from Happy Wax, but I believe I ordered it off Amazon. I will link it in the description below if it is still available. Oh my God. Okay, so immediately apple first, and you know I love my apple. Guys, I miss this. Guys, gals, non-binary pals, friends of every shape and size and make, you're welcome here. You know I love my apple. And the first thing you hit, apple. Amazing. And then you get that buttery, salty smell. I have no other way to describe it other than like straight up. It smells like a salty, buttery pretzel which is that butter. It does. It smells buttery and salty. Like, how is that possible? Their combinations are always like spot on. There are very few of their items that I have not liked. And usually I can find someone who does like them and do a trade or even just offer it for free. It is amazing. Next, we've got this beautiful pink and orange. And this is Quibbler, which is the magazine. This is lemon pound cake, serendipity type, and sugar cookie. It's always such a pleasant surprise because I don't remember getting this at all. Oh, that's nice. Ooh. That's very pleasant. So straight up lemon, again, those citrusy fruit smells come in hella strong, hella heavy, smack you in the face in a good way, but then follow through with this nice sugary smell, sugary, warm vanilla. That's very, very nice. Whoops. Very nice as well. And then finally we have this like white and baby blue color, and this is Dumbledore, which is perfect. This is coffee bean, Palo Santo, and banana cream pie. So this is such an interesting combination to me. And I'm wondering if that's what I've been smelling. I still can't figure out which one I've been smelling, but ooh, I'm nervous about this because I like coffee and Palo Santo on its own, but then you're going to mix it with banana. Let's just see. Let's see. And with these, honestly, I probably would only melt like one of these cubes because they're so big. I would start with one, and then if I needed, I would add a second, but I would definitely, I'm going to just start with one because they thick. Excuse me, what? What am I smelling? What? What is this? Excuse me, who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? I don't know how to feel about this. Like, part of me likes it and part of me doesn't. I mean, I will always be honest. I will always be transparent about how I feel, right? Like, if it's not for me, it's not for me, and that's fine. You have to be honest. I don't know how I feel about this particular scent combination. I don't get a lot of the coffee. The banana is very strong. There is something underneath it, but I think that combination mixed in with the Palo Santo, which tends to be kind of earthy, makes it smell very earthy. It, to me, smells kind of like banana cream pie that's been dropped in dirt. So I will obviously try it. I always try it. Maybe it throws differently warm than it does cold. So I always try everything first. I give it a fair try. And then if I don't like it, I do offer it up to friends first. Whew. Okay. Now let's do, this is the Cave, which I love this. I love that it's this pretty like blue. It looks like we've got wave patterns. And this is Salty Sea Air and Rainy Day type. Yes, this is a very clean smell. It's very fresh. It is very strong. You definitely have to like those watery, clean, fresh cotton type scents. So you have to like that. So beware, be warned, whatever. If you like that, this is for you. I can go either way. I do like this one. This other blue one, let's do all the blue, I guess. We've got the Chosen One, which is Honey Buttered Rolls BJBC. I honestly don't remember what that stands for. And cornbread. That's really nice. The honey butter mixed very, very well with the cornbread. The cornbread on its own can be a very strong, almost overwhelming scent. If I remember, they used it in their Princess and the Frog collection. Which I own, and it can be a very strong scent, but it's mellowed out with the honey butter. And then I wish I could remember what the BJBC is. I would have to ask. Maybe Kristen, if you happen to, Kirsten, I'm so sorry. I will get your name correct one of these times. If you happen to see this, pop in a comment. Can you please tell me what the BJBC is? Because I don't remember. I'm so sorry. But it does smell very good. I like this. This is a very warm scent. Like, I could definitely see me holding on to this for fall, or like when the weather starts to get cooler, and melting it in the nighttime. Cool, crisp days, right? Okay, we've got this one. It's called It Was Always You. Sad. This is blue sugar, sandalwood, and vanilla. I am expecting to like this a lot. I like sandalwood. I like vanilla. It's a very, this combination seems like it's going to be rather masculine, and I'm into that. I like those deep smells. Yes, of course. It smells very masculine. It does smell like a nice, subtle men's cologne. I would buy this for my husband, ask him to wear it, and love him, like, more than I already do. It's got also like a freshness to it, which I believe is that kind of blue sugar. It lightens it up. Very nice. Then our last snap bar, which is definitely shaped differently, and I'm not hating it. I like that it's cut differently. This is Horcrux, and this is Cupcakes at Tiffany ZB, which I believe is zucchini bread, and vanilla butter fudge. Ooh. Ooh. Is this something like cobbler? Like blackberry jam, blueberry cobbler? I'm totally making that up. It just fits because of the letters. Okay. Horcrux again. Focus. This just smells like outside. Does that make sense? The zucchini bread really comes through strong. That is front and center, but you have to, like, the Cupcakes at Tiffany is a very light scent. I believe the vanilla is a very light scent. The vanilla butter is very light. So the zucchini bread is fresh and center, but it's nice. It is also a warm scent. Not my favorite, but I still like it. Okay, Moving on to this big old boy. Like, hello, who are you, gorgeous? This is also one of these things where like you can see the size comparison. So like with these snap bars, I will break off 2 and I will melt 2 at a time in my melter. And then when I get down to that odd one, I take that odd one to work. So like these, I both take to my work. I use it because the melter is a lot smaller. It's a mini melter. It doesn't hold as much. So I will take my samples and melt them there. I do that when I get down to one little block and it works. Because this snap bar is heavier, it's chunkier, I'm going to treat it like I would these, and I'm only going to do 1 at a time. If it's not enough, I'll add a second one, right? And then eventually I would get down to 1. I will take that to my work, and that's fine. This one is Unbreakable Vow, which is Huckleberry Harvest Sugar Corn Pudding. I believe this is what I've been smelling just based off of the name alone. I'm pretty sure. Because now that I'm holding it closer, I'm getting that scent. I believe this is what I was smelling through the package. So I'm excited. Huckleberry Harvest Sugar Corn Pudding. A 100% this is what I was smelling. I'm having mixed feelings. Only because there are certain scents that are migraine triggers for me, and I've talked about this in the past. Cinnamon is a big one. I can't do anything that is really strongly cinnamon. The other one, though, which has not been a problem for me, is like really strong Concord grape. Very specifically that. I just remember growing up, my mom had a Concord grape candle, and it was like one of those huge candles, and she would burn it downstairs, like in our downstairs bathroom, and it would bleed throughout the entire downstairs, and it would give me headaches to the point where I would not be able to come downstairs if that candle was lit. Like I would stay upstairs in my room or in like our playroom all day long. So I have to be careful. That huckleberry is giving off kind of that Concord grape vibe. Hopefully the sugar corn pudding will help kind of mellow it out once it gets warm. So I will still try it. I will still obviously be careful, but I'm going to give it a shot. If it starts to cause a problem, then I will happily pass it on. Because I do like it. It is just that berry is a very strong smell. And always take care of yourself. Okay, let's do Love Potion. And this is like this is a chunky boy, okay? Super cute. I love the pink, baby pink heart. This is Love Potion. It is Love Spell type and pink sugar. Love Spell growing up was my sister's like signature scent, right? That was what she always bought. She always bought the soap, the lotion, the body spray, and that was what she wore like all through high school. Like that was her scent. So I definitely associate Love Spell with my sister in a very positive way because we're very close. So let's just see if this like takes me back. Ready? Yep. Oh my God. I feel like I need to call my sister. That just made me so happy. I'm you can't see me, but I'm honestly kind of tearing up a little bit. It just made me really emotional because smell is one of our strongest memory triggers. This is amazing. This makes me very happy. This is a very touching smell for me. The pink sugar makes it just different enough and lightens it up enough so that the Love Spell is not just in your face, but this is a treasure. So shout out to you guys. This is amazing. Thank you so much. Let me see. I have a photo. Is it in this drawer? I think it is. Like here, you want proof? I keep this in my desk side drawer, literally in this drawer right next to me. This is a photo of my sister and I when we were little bitty. This is me in my little purple floral onesie, and this is my older sister in her very ruffly, also floral patterned nightgown with her Power Ranger socks because she was obsessed with Power Rangers, specifically the pink one. This is at our dad's house growing up. This chair we had forever until it like literally broke, but like, yes, adorable. Me and my sister. I love her. I miss her. I'm probably going to call her. I have some like bracelet on and I don't even know what this is. Aren't we the cutest? But like, that's how close my sister and I are. And if we're going this, we might as well, because this one is right next to me. This is also me in like, those are teddy bears. Like, much younger, but like little like teddy bear footy pajamas, asleep on the couch. That's my daddy, asleep with me, using me as a pillow while I have an actual pillow, and we are just conked. I was probably 2 or 3 in this picture, like super small. Welcome to walk down memory lane with me. Okay, last but not least, for our wax, we've got in these cute like tin shapes. This is what I associate with like classic original wax melters. Like back in the day, like when I was a kid, wax melters were metal, and you either actually put like a candle in them, or they had like an incandescent light bulb and you plugged it in and you like one of those like switches, and it lit up, and it lit up a metal container, like a metal cylinder that would have a basket that you could like take off the top, because you would have to put it in the freezer so that it would freeze so you could pop it out. Like that was my childhood at my grandmother's house. And like, so your tarts, they came in these tart shapes. That's what they were called too. They were like wax tarts, and they came in much smaller versions of this shape. And that is what I associate with like OG wax melters. I've been around this for so long. This is, I love this like orangey yellow color. It totally makes sense for it's Weasley related, because this is Weasley's Wizard Wheezes, and is jelly donut and funnel cake. I'm very excited. It's gonna smell like a fair. That is very good. I'm gonna have to be careful with this one as well, because there is a cinnamon like undertone to what I'm guessing is the funnel cake. And right now, that's the only scent I'm getting is the cinnamon. Hopefully that will change, but for right now, that's all I'm getting. Not a problem. Again, I will try it. I thought I just like went to go clean out my wax melter in my living room. I'm sorry, I'm gesturing outside of the camera noise and you can't see my hands. I just have got like my cotton balls in there to clean it out so I can change the wax. And I thought I had my scent picked out, but now that I've got all these new ones, I'm like, what you doing, girl? Like, we need to put something new in. I'm definitely feeling it. And part of me is leaning towards like one of these. We'll see. But we're gonna pop these back in its bag for now, so that way we can easily travel it over to my wax drawers. I still need to show you all of my wax that is in my server that is in our dining room. Okay, let's move on to cross-stitch goodies. Okay, I feel like I showed this a long time ago because I got this for my birthday and I had no idea what it was, but I looked it up. I'm a nerd, but I'm not a nerd about everything. I didn't realize that this is a Legend of Zelda thing. So this is the Mask of Majora. I honestly don't know. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I'll do this because the pattern is visible. But like, it is supposed to be that mask from that franchise. But this was given to me, like I said, as a birthday present from one of my coworkers, and it's from an Etsy shop, Sugar Bee Plays, made in Minneapolis, and it looks like, I haven't even opened it. It comes with needle, Aida fabric instructions, DMC thread, the design chart, and an embroidery hoop, and it says it's beginner friendly. But I feel like I showed it and was like, I don't know what this is. Okay, so now what I do have is a bag of goodies. This was all, because it says order March 18th. So this was all of like the Nashville releases. Yes, local pickup, because Bestitch Me is my local needle workshop. And I will say, pause, I will make sure I link any shop that I went to down below in the description, minus the bookstore, because I just went to my local Books A Million. I'm sure you could also go to like a Barnes & Noble, but I went to my local Books A Million. So, but Bestitch Me is my local needle workshop. And so I did place my Nashville like releases through her because why not? And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 patterns, floss, and fabric. Oh wait, there's more. That one is hiding. Now, I have to be honest, some of these like, I know one of the patterns I picked up on its own. Like, I went to go pick up my April releases, the Nashville releases, found another pattern in the store while I was waiting for her to get my order out of the back room, and then I bought it. And the same thing with some of these fabrics. Like, I went in to pick up my order and started shopping. One of them was Fight Club. 2 of these are Fight Club from Friday Night Fight Club, if you're part of the Bestitch Me group. So I had ordered my Fight Club piece, had picked that up at the same time, but then I had won one of her giveaway pieces for Friday Night Fight Club. Okay, so let's just start there. So these 2 pieces, I own a similar piece, but it's like a no-name. So this is Cinnamon. It is an 18 by 27, 40 count linen. Sammy, I know you like your 40 count, but this is not a, is it Joblin that you like? So this is not a Joblin, but this is a linen. I'm talking to Sammy J Stitches. But this is Cinnamon. I do like the modeling. This is definitely more of like a pinky orange with some brown. I don't want to do too much because I am going to put it back in its bag, but I do love this piece. My camera's not picking up on the colors, but it's making it look very pale, and it is not. It's beautiful. Don't know what I'm going to use it for, but I had to have it. And this was like an old Friday Night Fight night. So if you don't know what that is, a couple Fridays, not every month, but she'll do, I'm sorry for the rattling, I'll try and do it away from my microphone. The owner of Bestitch Me will dye fabric in lots, and then we'll put them up on her Facebook group, and it's Friday Night Fabric Fight, Friday Night Frights, whatever, too many things. Essentially, she creates albums of different fabric counts and sizes and uploads all of the lots, and then it's a bidding system. So it's first come, first serve. If you want a piece, you say, me please, and you can do as many as you want, and then once it's all done, she'll go through over the weekend, calculate everything up, and you can then also say, never mind, like I've changed my mind, right? So a lot of people will go through, you can claim as much as possible. You don't have to do that, but you can claim it or try to claim it. I tend to wait. I let other people go first because she is local to me. So I can go into her store at any time and actually physically grab fabric, which is what I have here. But I still like to look, I still like to do it. And usually I wait like a day or two, and then I will look through like Saturday or Sunday. And if there is still anything left that I like, I will then add my name to it. So this was one. And then this was Sunstone. So this is an opal linen. This is also a 40 count, 18 by 27 in Sunstone. And this is also an orangey color, but it is not as brown as the Cinnamon is. This one is more orangey, and it is sparkly. I've never owned an opal before. It's beautiful. I have no idea what I will use, but something has to be magnificent to be on this. So yes, first opal piece. And then from this same lot of Friday Night Fight, she also tends to do giveaways. You are eligible to be in the giveaway if you've made purchase. Like, she usually will say that you have to have made a purchase within a certain amount of time, kind of thing. I had fit. And this was one of the giveaway lots. It is Wave. It is an 1/8 yard in 36 count opal linen. It is also beautiful. I love this blue. It is a very like turquoisey blue. Very, very pretty. So now I have 2 opal pieces. And I'm going to figure out what I'm going to put on this as well, because this is so pretty. Probably, if I'm being honest, probably something wintry. I like winter on like blue pieces. So this will be fun. And her fabrics are so soft. I don't know how she does it. Sticking with fabrics, these are other pieces that I picked up while I was shopping in the store to pick up my order I was waiting on. This is called At the Pond. Is a 25 count Lugana. Sometimes I honestly don't remember. And it is this very pretty pale like purple. It looks gray in my camera. I promise you it's not. It is purple. It is like a lilac, like a very pale purple with some, if we flip it over, it does have some gray in it, but it's mainly this lilac-y, purpley color. Very pretty. I don't mind getting the bigger pieces of fabric because I can always trim them, you know, to whatever size I need and then still have some left over. Another purple piece I have is, this one is called It's a Mystery. This is a 25 count Lugana. And it is a darker purple with some, it looks like some blue grays undertone in it. I love the modeling pattern on this. Look at it. That's beautiful. This one definitely does have grays, but it's like a blue gray. Yes, and this one is It's a Mystery. And some of these I bought because it's the called for. One of these or 2 of these are the called for fabric for some of them, so I did buy them. Like I believe this is a called for fabric. And this is called Fall. This is a 28 count Lugana. Just look at these colors though. So all of them were 18 by 27 except for the freebie. So this has orange, it's got green, it's got these browns, it's got gray. I'm so sad that my camera is not picking up the actual colorway of this because it's so much prettier. It looks so bleak and drab in my viewfinder. It's not. Like, these are brilliant oranges. Like this right here, this is a pretty green, like olivey green. We've got some browns. Makes me sad that sometimes my computer works against me. I believe this actually is a called for fabric. We'll find out because, whoop, that's a mystery thread. One of these, yes, okay. So this is the Adventure Sampler, design created by Rebecca Murphy of Stanbury Stitches Designs. I loved this. I am not a sampler fan, but I loved that it's, we have Bigfoot and I'm assuming like a capybara, but like I loved this. Yes. So this was my first charted original pattern. It represents my adventure days with my husband here in the Pacific Northwest. I designed this sampler for my Bigfoot wall. I love that. So here are all of the DMC numbers plus the Weeks Dye Works White Lightning. But they also did, they had Bestitch Me convert it or use it for their, using their silks. So Bestitch Me also does silks along with fabric. And so I bought this as a set. So I bought the Adventure Sampler. I bought the called for fabric, which is 18 count, but I wanted 28 count. This is 28 count Fall by Bestitch Me. So it looks different on here. This looks more bluey, but like I think it'll look amazing on here. And then this is the silk pack that goes with it, which is so cool. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 colors in here. I'm not going to pull them all out, but you can see them. I'll flip it over. So we've got Peace of Mind, Cauldron, Sugar Plum, Artemis, Ash, Bumble, Grass, Guardian, Honeycomb, Acorns, Black Walnut, Swamp, Curious, and Sandbox. And then the other two that we don't have that I would need to get is DMC B5200, which I do already own, and then Weeks Dye Works White Lightning, which I don't, but I don't mind to put in an order for that. So I also like, it tells you how many strands to use. They did 1 strand. Interesting. How much you'll end up using, and then how many stitches of each color there is. That's always handy. So this all goes together. While I'm thinking about it, then I'm gonna put this in the bag so that I don't lose it. Whee! Okay, some of these I love to death. Okay, so I don't remember ordering this one at all, but apparently I did. This is Exquisite Lace, and I'm trying to remember like why I ordered this, because I don't like stitching with white. It's beautiful, don't get me wrong, but this also isn't my style per se. Like, it is phenomenally gorgeous. Works by ABC, Arlene Cohen. I continue to be enthralled with lace as inspiration for cross-stitch designs. Each piece in my lace series offers something a little different. As with the others, Exquisite Lace is a monochrome piece, this one with all full crosses, and as such it truly lends itself to personal interpretation. Lace most certainly comes in colors other than white, so don't limit yourself with thread color. I bet that's what I was thinking, was stitch it not in white, but I do have variegated floss that I think it would look beautiful in. The model was stitched over 2 1/36 count Magical Gray from Zweigart, using 1 strand of DMC Floche. What the? Floche, Floche. I love using this thread, particularly on 36 count, because I find it offers excellent coverage without the need to have 2 strands of floss. If you use Floche, you will need 2 skeins. You can, of course, stitch Exquisite Lace on any count fabric with any thread or number of strands that appeals to you and gives you the coverage you prefer. To help with your planning of how much thread you might need, it's useful to know that there are a total of 27,651 stitches in this design. Stitch count of 205 by 331. So it's a large boy. It's a big boy. Where's this one? 119 by 151. Also a big boy. So yeah, I'm not quite sure what I was thinking, other than perhaps I would pick like a fun fabric, like maybe a more like a monochrome fabric like this, and then use one of my beautiful variegated flosses. I could see that. I just don't remember. I don't remember ordering it, but that's okay. I still do like it. It's just I don't remember what I was thinking. These all make me giggle so much looking at all of these. Okay, so I've got this. Buying Cross Stitch Like I'm Immortal. I'm sure so many of you have seen this. This is Lucy Beam Love and Cross Stitch, Love and Stitches. It's called Immortal, designed by Rebecca Nolan. Makes me laugh. It is 98 by 137, thread used, Gentle Art, baby spinach, cornflower, lavender, potpourri, on 40 count fabric, crypt cloth from Lapin Loops, model stitched by Janetta Martin. Cool. I just loved this so much. I thought it was hilarious, and yes. This one, whoop, that's got the pattern on it, so we need to be careful. This is October House Fiber Arts Snip Snip, a skinny mini pattern. I just loved the scissors. I absolutely loved the scissors. This was great for me. I loved it. It is the used Weeks Dye Works Sandcastle, Flatfish, Bright Leaf, Whiskey, and Dirt Road. So 5 colors, or DMC. There is a conversion. It's 124 by 37. So very long, but not so tall. They used 36 count cream and sugar linen by Fiber on a Whim. I think it's cute. Then this one, I love this one a lot as well. I'm going to move these because the pattern is partially visible. This is Halloween Makers. This is the Primitive Hare. I've never owned a Primitive Hare pattern before. Halloween Makers. I love this. Like the pumpkin-headed witch, and then like the vampire-looking witch. the leaves, the vines, the spiders. I don't know. Let me take a look. And the pattern is beautiful. It's huge. But we've got, it's by Isabella Abbiati. On 30 count Berlin linen by The Primitive Hair. It's 154 by 115. And they use Gentle Arts. Looks like dark chocolate and burnt orange, and then DMC brown, black, ash gray, khaki green. Yeah. Please respect my work and do not share this pattern. Okay, and then moving on to some of my absolute favorite designs. I love all of them, but like these are my absolute favorites. We've got by Silver Creek Samplers. This is called Introverted by Diane Randall. It is introverted, but will eagerly discuss everything cross stitch. And this is 154 by 70. Uses Gentle Arts, Raven, Soot, Tropical Ocean, Green Pasture, Blue Jay, Brandy, Butternut Squash, Coral Reef, Grape Leaf, Pomegranate, Weathered Barn, Maple Syrup, and Chalk, which we know I have a lot of chalk because of a year in chalk. But it also uses DMC 3. But it has an asterisk. Oh, because this is use one strand of Raven, the ones that have an asterisk, use one strand of Raven for back stitching the straight pins and one strand of DMC3 to back stitch along the outer edge of the fabric depicted on the scroll rods in the design. Scroll rods. And then the pins. That makes sense. This says, this design was inspired by the realization that I am truly an introvert who enjoys the occasional dip into the deep end of the extroverted pool of life. Introverted was stitched on brown sugar 18 count Aida from Fiber on a Whim using one strand of floss. Note, if stitching with 2 strands of floss, you will need 2 skeins of Gentle Art Soot. Perfect. That's awesome. Also by Silver Creek Samplers, I have Jurassic Perk, which says Jurassic Perk Coffee. Coffee Co. Brewed to Extinction. I love this. There were several other in this series. This one was amazing to me. Absolutely loved it. We've got our coffee. What else can I say? This one is 90 by 66. This is all DMC, it looks like. Yep. And then, I bet if dinosaurs had consumed coffee, they would have never become extinct. Jurassic Park was stitched on Milk and Honey, 18 count Aida from Fiber on a Whim using 2 strands of floss. Perfect. And then my last 2. So, I ordered Millie Melon Eater from Ingleside Imaginarium. I love her. I love this so much. It is a possum in a watermelon. If this is not me, I think Millie would look great on my blue fabric. Wherever I put it, Millie would look fantastic on this. Maybe Millie gets the place of honor on my... I don't know. I'm obsessed. I love weird, kooky things. This is amazing to me. Just utterly obsessed with Millie Melon Eater. Okay? Millie Melon Eater is... Lots of folks can agree that watermelon makes for a delicious treat in the hot weather, including little Millie the baby possum. It looks like she has already been munching away on this sweet and refreshing fruit, so much so that she has a cool seat to enjoy the rest of her feast. The Gentle Arts variegated cotton floss gives the watermelon a sun-ripened warmth, and Fortnite Fabrics Sea Glass gives a bright, summery background for this little cutie to enjoy her snack. So we've got, it was on 32 count linen and Sea Glass by Fortnite Fabrics, 68 by 89. Following colors, we've got DMC, but then we also have 3 Gentle Arts with the DMC conversions, Barn Gray, Shutter Green, and Bayberry. Model stitched with 2 strands of floss for cross stitches and 1 strand for back stitch. Whiskers are stitched using couching with 2 threads for the top thread and 1 for the bottom thread. I am not sure what they mean by that, so I will look that up. I've heard of couching, but I'm not sure. It's hard to tell from the picture. And then this I bought when I was there picking up my order because she said, hey, did you know that there's a companion piece to Millie? Peter Pumpkin Eater. I couldn't. Look at him. Yeah, look at it. Look at this dude. Look at Peter. Oh my god. Also by Ingleside Imaginarium. So Peter came out in 2022. Millie came out this year in 2023. She had them both. So then Peter here, a young possum spies an irresistible autumn treat. Peter Pumpkin Eater certainly looks pleased as pie with his seasonal snack. It was certainly some gourd luck. He ran into an unattended pumpkin on someone's front porch. All puns aside, this little cutie combines beautiful gentle art threads with DMC on a perfectly fall fabric. This is 32 count linen and moccasin by Fortnite Fabrics. It is 71 by 87. DMC, quite a few DMC, and then gentle arts. We have Buckeye Scarlet, Tortoiseshell, Barn Gray, and Pumpkin Pie. Same thing, 2 strands of floss, 1 for backstitch, but then whiskers using couching. I will look that up because I want to understand, and if I like the look of it. Isn't couching the technique where like you do like one straight line, but then you kind of come up and go like around it? Does that make sense? Okay, so that's all of my stitchy stuff. And then finally, you're gonna go back in your bag. I've got, last but not least, our planner things. This is from Fern Creek Stickers on Etsy. Oh, that didn't. And the owner is Elizabeth. Oh, look at my hand. Eisenhower did that to me last night. He got a little too rough when we were playing. Not me, because my back still hurts. My husband was playing with him and got him riled up right before bed, and he jumped on me because I couldn't move away fast enough. Okay. Ooh, I got some freebies. This is exciting. I always keep these because they're good, and as long as they're not damaged or bent, I will just like put the unused stickers back in here to protect them. This video is going on long enough. I need to wrap it up. So let's get right into it. Because I want to get back into using my planner, because we've talked about this before. When I don't use my planner, I become very disorganized. I have no motivation. I don't keep track of things. And I like stickers, and that helps me stay motivated. So first and foremost, we've got Fern Creek Stickers business card. We've got their actual website, ferncreekstickers.com. Same thing for Instagram, Fern Creek Stickers. We've got a thank you for your order, and then she did give me a code to use for 15% off my next order. I don't know why I covered it, because you could probably have already seen it. That has my address on it. So then that was my order, because I ordered 2 full journal kits plus a thing. Should we do the freebies first? I always do freebies first. So then we'll flip this over. Okay. I did not order any of these. These are all freebies. Oh, that's exciting. Okay, so this is a back to school freebie. She does have a back to school kit that I was just looking at, and I'm thinking about ordering. If I like using these in my planner, I definitely think I'll stick with her. And then I was looking at the back to school to use for when Caden goes back to school. So this looks like just a little sampler pack. We've got like icons, we've got flags, we've got some deco, we have friend date, summer days, lazy day, and back to school, arrows, fun little things. We've also got, oh wait, no, these are, oh, okay. This is the freebie. These are actually things I ordered. So I want to keep all my kits together. So let's do this. So we've got journaling kit 179. And I'm doing journaling kits, and I will show you why in a moment. And then we have journaling kit 176 plus. Okay, so these are just a sheet of meal plan stickers. I like her font. So these all just say meal plan because I switched planners again. And do we want to know why? Let me tell you why. Because I wasn't using my vertical planner. So I was using, Heavy On was, this Happy Planner, undated, vertical, like Disney Villains themed, like completely undated columns. It was great, but I quit using it because I realized I myself am not necessarily incredibly busy. We have a lot going on. I shouldn't say that. Maybe we are busy. We have a lot going on. We have a lot of things that I need to keep track of on a day to day. But I don't need this much. I really don't. So I wasn't using it. And then what was happening was I was stressing out thinking I needed to like hella decorate it, or I was writing in random stuff that I really didn't need to plan because I felt like I had to fill it up. So then I quit using it because it just became stressful. So I pretty much stopped using this back in like March, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I have like a week of March partially filled out for the first week of March, and then I quit using it. So I've been looking around, and I just found this. This is a brand new layout for Happy Planner, one of their new releases. You see it is rather thin because this is a dashboard layout, but it is not their traditional dashboard layout. This is an even more compact dashboard layout that I'm very excited for. It says this is your year. We open up, hello, and this goes from July of 2023 through June of 2024. So it is a 12-month planner. Okay. Then we've got year at a glance, very simple. I don't ever usually use these pages. I don't need to, but it's nice to have them. Honestly, I'm thinking about, because I just saw someone do it and I think it's a really smart idea. I am thinking about printing out Caden's school, like academic calendar, and putting that in here, or like transferring his academic calendar into here, because I'm always looking up his academic calendar, and if I could just have it in the front of my planner, then I'm good. And they color code everything, they have it done, and I could literally just do the same thing. I could use the color code and have it here and write what's happening for those days. So then I can show you this page, it's fine. So this is the July like landing page, says July 23. I've already decorated it for this month because I do still get the Plum, where is it at? It's right here. I do still get the Plum paper planner sticker subscription kit every month. It's only $10 a month. I do really like their kits. So, and I use it, I make it work in my Happy Planner, and I have for a while. So this was the July kit. So I've got, this says task list, and I've just written down the Magical Stitches book prompts for what we're reading. I've given up on the series this year just because it wasn't my thing, but I still like trying to attempt the prompts. So I've written down the prompts here. Over here where it says goals, I think I'm going to try and do the other books that I want to read this year that don't fit. Like I need to do my WIPGO board numbers. I still haven't entered that in here yet, but I want to put in like the 2 WIPGO numbers that got pulled for July and what those categories are. And then also like what my next Goodread horror book is, what my next Stephen King book is, and then I own them, I do them, I just don't ever read them. We're Prime members, so we get if you are a member of Prime, every month at the beginning of the month, you get first reads, which is an option of like 5 to 7 different books to pick from, and you can pick one each month, and you can get it for free early. And I do pick them, but then I never read them, so I just need to actually make time to read them. So theoretically, I'm trying to aim for, 6 to 7 books a month. That includes physical books, ebooks, and audiobooks. So if I've got 3 here, I've got my 2 WIPGO numbers, and then if I do, so that's 5. If I want to start doing my like first reads, that's 6. And then if I just alternate horror, essentially, like alternate reading a Goodreads horror book and then a Stephen King, before I finish one, go into the next one, right? Then I've got 7 books, like I've got 6 to 7 books. Yeah. And then this, I also have another goals, and are the categories that our Stitchy friends and I do, that we do together. We have the 5 categories for the month of July, which is Flora Fauna, pattern released in 2022 or 2023, medium size, oldest WIP, full coverage. I have it not available because I don't have any full coverage. So I use Letters from Hogwarts, which I deem my fighter piece. Like if I don't have anything else that fits, you pull in your fighter. And then just like our bonus thing that we're doing is Christmas in July. And then I've just got like my other like kind of goals that are important or things that I need to remember to look at. I can flip back through this, you know, like I have something at work I need to do. This is a habit tracker, and my habit this month is I just want to see how many days I'm working out because I really want to try and go at least 2 times a week, hopefully 3 times a week. And then Caden will be going back to his grandparents again at the end of July. We just don't have that nailed down yet. And then we've got my monthly spread, right? And yeah, there's nothing really crazy on here. There's nothing that you can't see, so it doesn't bother me. I just like to actually decorate, and we've talked about this before. If it's decorated, if it's beautiful, I'm more likely to engage with it. I'm more likely to use it. So, you know, I've got, this is just because there's nothing there. And so I always like decorate these boxes. I still have some deco from this. I still have stickers that I haven't used, obviously. But I still have some deco pieces that I think I'm going to pop in throughout, because here's the thing. Once the month of July has started, and once I'm actually into my weekly spreads, I don't go back to this. I will look at it to help take things from here into my weekly, like my bills and stuff, or appointments and events, but I don't re-add anything to this spread. I don't then go back and write something down. So if something has, like, this is everything that I know of that is happening already. If something, obviously, because things do, crops up as the month goes along, I don't go back and add it into here. Which is why I can take the deco pieces and add them in and use them as decoration. And I just was like, I'm using way too many planners, and it's not working. It's becoming too complicated, right? So then we get into like the actual weekly spread, and this is where it starts to differ. So the old dashboard layout, the classic, whatever you want to call it, this whole side is essentially a big, there's like a big notes section, there's like a big to-do list, there's some other boxes over here, and then on this side are just your days of the week. Now they've changed it where each page is just a week. So you've got a Monday through Sunday list here, and then you've got your days, which is why I wanted to try a journaling kit versus a full planner kit, because a lot of my planner kits are for vertical column style planning, and I'm not doing that anymore, or at least currently I'm not doing that. I'm taking a break. So I bought 2 full journaling kits with the hope / thought that having this kit, I will be able to use one kit for the entire month. Let me explain my logic. Because, so, for example, like this will go in here and it'll be meal plan, and I will write down our dinners. I'm not going to do it yet because I want to decorate first because I might lay some other things down. Okay. So meal plan will go here every week. Dinners, maybe even my lunches, kind of thing. So let's start. So this is what I'm going to use for July. This is what I'm going to use for August. So hear me out, and this is why. So sticker sheet A, we've got some torn strips of washi that can go like, you know, across the page, right? We've got some torn strips, we have some swatches, we've got some headers, we've got some like small labels, things that'll fit. We have date covers. I'm not worried about these being like, come here. Like, this is a Thursday. Okay, like I'm not worried about that because I can layer, like, and I know myself, right? Like, this is super cute. I can lay this down and then put that on top of it. I think this one was just called Coastal, like, because it is red, white, and blue, but it is beachy themed, and I like that. I'm not a big traditional like fireworks spread kind of girl for July, but I do like the red, white, and blue theme. And I have some like coastal themed stickers from a different kit that I could bring in if I find I need some or I want to switch it up. Okay. Kit B is all just different forms of washi and torn strips because I want this to last the entire month, right? So if I've got torn strips here, I've got more torn strips here, torn strips here. Like, you feel me? Like, doom. Like, if I like doing these across the headers, like, okay, cool. I still have all of these. Like, these are corners, these are flags. Like, I only need a few. And then I can just fill these in. The last page of the month is always this, like, notes page, and then it goes into the next one's dashboard. So very few pages per month, but I'm like, I'm just loving, I love how it looks, and there's nothing that says you have to keep it this size. I am learning this as I start going. You can trim your stickers, right? Like, I felt like that was the hardest thing for me to learn. It still makes me really uncomfortable to take my cutter or my scissors and actually trim or change the shape of my stickers, but there's nothing that says you can't do that. So do it. Have fun. It's your planner. Like, it is just taking me so long to realize that I can do that. So if I find that like this is too long, I don't like the shape or whatever, trim it. It's fine. Like, trust me, this was an epiphany for me. And then this is page C, and these are all just large boxes that will fit inside of these boxes. So like, it will fit. I can even have room. I can bring it down if I want, but it will fit. So if I have something big going on that day, something important, it will fit, right? Like, wonderful. I can also turn them sideways. There's nothing that says they can't go sideways, like this shape, and it fits. And again, there's still room. Because I do like writing on stickers. I find that I like writing on a sticker more than I like writing on the page. I will write on the page, but I don't know. And it's more likely to grab my eye if it's written on a sticker. So I like that there's different shapes. Then what comes next? Then we have page D, which are flags of different shapes. We've got both sides and then one side. And again, same thing with here. If it's not big enough, cover it up and then stick the new one on there. Like, I'm totally fine with that. I have become so much more open to trying things in my planner than I used to be. I feel like I was such a perfectionist, and so then I stopped filming my plan with me's because I was such a perfectionist and I wanted everything to look perfect and to lay just right, and it got to me. Like, it was affecting how I was planning and it just became too much. And now I'm like, layer, cut them. It's fine. Have fun with it. And then this is why my idea of like, I can do my whole month with one journal kit, because I have so many boxes. When I have a full kit anyways, one full weekly kit, I always end up having extra, and then they just sit in a drawer and I don't use them. With this one, if I use this for an entire month, I will have more than enough, and I will be able to put a box like on every single day of some kind. And that's amazing to me. And you can even write on these. Like, they don't have to just be decoration. You can also write on them. Like, my brain is on fire. But I did it this way because this is page E, and this whole thing is just date covers. So we have blue, like we have like that medium blue box. Then we've got all of the colors as circles. Then we've got all of them as paint swatches in red with a script. We've got like labels for every single one. Some of these didn't cut right when they printed, but that's okay. And then we've got like this fun text. I love it. And like, it's the same thing, okay? You want to lay this down, you don't like it just by itself, put it on a flag. That would actually look really cute. Like, you can coordinate it because that's the same shade of blue. You could do it on a different color. Like, girl, we got options. I've never been this excited, or let me say, I've not never been this excited. I haven't been this excited to work in my planner in a long time. So like, yeah, I'm pumped because like I said, I haven't felt this level of excitement to actually be in my planner for a while because it got too much. And then the last sheet that comes in this coastal set are paint swatches. Same thing. We've got fun different shapes and sizes of like paint swatches. You can lay these down. You can put labels on top of them. So it looks like we've got like 2 of these, 2 of these, 2 of these, 2 of these, right? And then we've got more dots. I'm excited. I really am. And I think I'm going to try to film a new plan with me because I am pumped to try these out. And then I also am really excited about the thought of having my entire month be cohesive and have like one look throughout. Like that excites me. Okay, so then let me show you the other kit and then we're going to call it quits because I have to move on with my life. No. So then what was this one called? I don't remember what this one was called, but it is Journaling 179. Is it on my thing? Let me see. Yes, okay. So this one is called Summer Sun. Super cute. So same thing, sheet A is like a sampler. We've got the torn like all the way across. We've got some corner. We've got paint swatches, circles, fun arrows, the labels again. And it doesn't bother me like if I don't have these because I literally have like scripts that say this kind of stuff everywhere. Like I can pull in a script. That does not bother me that there's not that many. That's sheet A. Sheet B, look at the colors of this torn and it's little sunshine flowers, super cute. C, we've got our shapes and boxes. We've got our flags. I'm into these really bold, fun, rich colors, like that deep gold, that like melony orange, right? Love that. Sheet E and sheet F. And then of course we have meal plan. Ta-da! Toot, toot, toot. And then I'm going to keep those for sure. Okay. I have to stop here. This is crazy. I need to go eat. I'm hungry. But thank you so much for watching. This has been so long. And I still have other stuff on the way, but that's going to have to wait. This is long enough. So I'm going to leave this here. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you all very, very soon. In the meantime, be easy with your hearts.